I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. I Hunt Killers is a story about this guy, Jasper Jazz Dent, and his pa, Billy Dent, a very big bad serial killer, considered to be like the most worstest serial killer in the world, and how he is spooked that his pa's serial killer ways are bleeding into his life. And now, after all that to worry about, he has to worry about this fella here, this new Mr. Serial Killer man, going around killing people in their tiny little town of Lobos Nod, who's kind of mirroring Mr. Billy Dent. And Billy, or Jazz, is investigating with the help of G. Williams, the cop, and they want to find this guy, the big bad Mr. Serial Killer. Our main character is Jazz, whose pa is the big bad serial killer, and there's also the current big bad serial killer, and Jazz's grandma and Billy's ma is she's there too. She's getting all senile and crabby. And there's G. Williams. He's the cop who Jazz wants to be all buddy with, but he ain't about it because it's a cop and you can't be investigating if you're not a cop. Then there's Howie, which is DJ Jazzy Jeff here's pal since a young age. And then there's Connie, his girlfriend. Jazz struggles with his fear that he might be a psychopath or a sociopath, but he's not sure because he felt for Howie when he was younger, because Howie's got hemophilia, and there were bullies younger, and when he was younger, and they were amazed how easy Mr. Hemophilia Howie can bruise, and so he stopped them from bullying him, and so that proves he feels, but he's still spooked that he's getting very angry at people and wanting to kill them people, and but he doesn't do it. But does he? One of my favorite part of the stories, it was when Jazz and Howie went to go to the morgue and check out one of the bodies that Mr. Serial Killer killed, and they got caught by the security guard, and Mr. G. Williams was all like, "Jazz, you can't do that." And I don't know, it seemed pretty comedic the way it was written. Yeah, it was a good time. This book, it's very well written. I'd recommend this book to anybody really. A pal, an enemy, anybody should read this book. It's well written. It's not like super difficult to read. It's basic English generally, and it's a good story. Good story. It deals a lot with psychopaths and all that. So if you're into that, I suggest giving this book a readie.